This happened about 3 years ago. At the time, I was 28 years old and living in a small town. My house was located on the very edge of town, just a short distance from a dense forest. One night, I came home late after working for hours. It was around 12:30 a.m. The streets were empty, and an eerie silence hung in the air. Just before I reached my house, I noticed a man standing across the street. He was wearing a long black coat, and because of the darkness, I couldn't make out his face clearly. I didn't think much of it and went inside. But when I looked out the window a few moments later, the man was still standing there, and he was staring directly at my house.
There was a room on the upper floor that was always kept locked. The landlord had told me that it was just a storage room and that the key had been lost. I found it a little strange, but I didn't pay much attention to it. One night at around 2 a.m., I suddenly woke up. I could hear footsteps coming from upstairs. Slowly. Thump, thump, thump. As if someone was walking around inside that locked room. The next day, I bought a small camera. I set it up in the living room. That night, the same footsteps echoed through the house again. The next morning, I checked the recording. At first, everything looked completely normal. But at 2:17 a.m., the camera captured something strange. A shadowy figure appeared on the staircase leading upstairs. It was visible for only 3 seconds. Then, it vanished without a trace. Now, I was genuinely starting to get scared. I searched every corner of the house. Behind a kitchen cabinet, I found an old backpack. Inside were some clothes, a toothbrush, and a half-full bottle of water. None of it belonged to me. It looked as if someone had been living inside my house. But where? There was a small wooden door near the ceiling. I had never paid much attention to it before. I set up a ladder and opened it. It was dark inside. The moment I switched on my flashlight, it felt like my heart stopped. There was a mattress laid out on the floor. A few food packages were scattered around, and a calendar was hanging on the wall. That night, I stayed awake. Around 3 a.m., I heard a faint noise coming from upstairs. I grabbed a flashlight and slowly climbed the stairs. As soon as I opened the attic door, someone was inside. The moment the flashlight beam hit them, the person quickly stepped back. I couldn't clearly see their face, but it was definitely a human, and they seemed terrified that I had seen them. The figure escaped through a small vent on the other side of the attic. I ran after him. As soon as I got outside, I saw him running toward the empty field next door. Within a few seconds, he disappeared into the darkness. I immediately called the police. The police thoroughly searched the house. They discovered a hidden passage that led directly from the attic to a locked storage room. This meant that the person could have been living inside the house for several months. The most frightening part was that he knew everything about my daily routine. He knew when I left the house, when I came back, and when I went to sleep. During the investigation, the police found a notebook. Every page contained information about me: my car's license plate number, my job, my daily routine. Even the names of my friends were written inside. On the last page, there was only one line: "Not yet. Wait for the right time." I left that house the very same day. The police were never able to catch the man. Many years have passed since then. But sometimes, in the middle of the night, I suddenly wake up and I get the feeling that someone is watching me. What if that man is still hiding in someone else's attic, waiting for his next victim?